Biggity man from Manila. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Caro-Kann Defense. Super DD duper sweet. Get down on it, DD Caro-Kann Defense here. Roderick and Dula, get down on the Dula. nsamar. Roderick, Dula, nsamar. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Versus Zambales. Zambales making his return here. We'll see how he handles the Caro-Kann Defense. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Chicky Chess, brought to you by Miggity Man from Manila. And here it is, a very offensive response to this Caro-Kann Defense. So Caro-Kann setting up. Here we see a very strategic setup with the queen already developed. Very good, but the queen gonna run back home. Not a good sign for Biggity Black, as white's already castled. Developed very nicely. Roderick, Dula, nsamar. We know this guy's really good. We know that J2A 2006 zambales is good too. And Biggity Black's already castled. So I'm gonna go ahead with black so far. I like the black's stance. They're very similar. Very similar. I like the Caro-Kann. A pretty good defense, I'd have to diggity say. Ladies and giggly, boys and giggly, boys and giggly. This chess production, Biggity, brought to you, of course, as it always is, by Ernie Biggity Baltazar. We already said that. Here's this Biggity Bishop going out there, and Wowzer is gonna be doing doing a strategical strike to lure that king out a little bit. And now that fianchetto, now the perfect defense isn't so perfect, so now gonna free up a lot. I like that. I like that attack by that Biggity Bishop coming on in there and destroying that other Biggity Bishop in the fianchetto style Biggity defense. And now he's gonna push the issue on this Biggity Bishop too. Bishop's gonna have to decide what to do. Is it gonna take that horse, or is it gonna run away? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Is he gonna take that horse, or is he gonna run away? Roderick and Dula nsamar is gonna decide to run away. He needs that bishop, at least tomorrow. Now he's blocked up his pawns a little bit, but he's staying down the Biggity defensive, at least for right now. But that's exactly what Zambales was expecting. That's exactly what he was expecting. Of course, that's gonna pin down this bishop too here, as if that Biggity bishop is constantly threatening this Biggity pawn here. But here comes the queen development, and that leads me to believe the Biggity rooks, and that is indeed what it's gonna be. The Biggity rook lining up for a center of the board chess exchange in the future. A center of the board chess exchange in the future. White's not gonna be caught off guard. He's gonna liggity line up too. Liggity line up too. Still that Biggity rook over there, sitting at the A file all lonesome, needs to be developed, but doesn't have a whole good game plan of action. Not in the least, not so far, but who am I to say what Zambales should do? He's got 4 minutes and 7 seconds on the clickety-clack clock. He's been making his Miggity moves, his chess Miggity moves so flawlessly and effortlessly this entire game. Roderick and Dula nsamar, a little bit behind, 30 seconds. 30 seconds behind. I like his position, still a little clogged up on the front lines, however. Just a little clogged up. Getting ready, so he's going to reposition his knight here and try to open up that queen side for an assault. And seeing this, here comes the Biggity rook developed. Biggity rook developed. The queen's going to hop on out of the way now. What's that going to make room for? What's that going to make room for? Question marks. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Maybe he just doesn't want that pawn pushing up. Maybe he doesn't want the b-file pawn pushing up because it's not supported. And does he really want to waste another Biggity move? He's going to have to decide what to do. He's going to move his rook forward. That's a good move as well. Now he can Diggity double up his Biggity rooks, although it was kind of a waste of a move to move his rook there to the c-file earlier. Kind of pins down this Miggity move too. Miggity move, but overall I like how Zambales is looking versus Roderick Dula nsamar. I want to advertise for our sponsor real quick. His name is Miggity Man from Manila! Alright, back to the chess game, sorry. Oh, that's not the chess game. Back to the chess game, sorry. That's the name of the opening. It's a closed opening. It's a closed opening. Ladies and gentlemen. Roderick Dula nsamar. Alright, what's it going to be from Roderick Dula nsamar, as he still has this clogged up line, but he can see exactly why he was keeping that Biggity bishop there, but white's going to push the issue anyway. And here's a cheeky check, ladies and gentlemen. Still the pawn, just able to miggity move forward, no piggity problem, and his pawn line still super diggity duper successful. And that's probably why we have an advertisement. This, wow, so bright, so awesome, so cool. Oop, gosh darn it, did I close it? No, I didn't. All right, biggity, back to the game. That was so cool. So cool, zambales, whatever they're advertising for, go above by spending all your money. Take out a loan, even if it's high interest rate, just so you can spend the money on whatever they're advertising for. Cheeky, cheeky chess, cheeky, cheeky chess, cheeky, cheeky chess, biggity, biggity, biggity blitz style. I mean, it's a great investment. I don't know what they're advertising for, but great investment, whatever it is. Cheeky, cheeky chess. All right, White's preparing for a kingside assault, maybe. I don't know why he's got his knight kind of jammed over there at the side of the chessboard. Both players actually getting riggedy ready for this kingside assault, as they both have sitting there and repositioning their units. Here comes a super diggity duper covert strike from White. Gonna wow, look at the repositioning of these forces. Just such epic, super diggity duper awesome repositioning all the way around here. But that knight's gonna have to decide, does he want to take the biggity bishop? It's not a bad trade, not a bad trade, but not a trade he wants to take, not at the moment, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna reposition him, reset on up that riggedy rook setup. So they just had to reposition themselves like so many times this game. But they're going to be doing fine at the end of the day. Trading places on who protects the C file, who protects the D file, who's going to attack, who's going to defend. And now the riggedy rooks. And look at the queen. She's like just sitting there, perched out there at the corner of the map, just putting pressure on that A pawn. That is a pawn. Get it? The A pawn. It is a pawn. Cheeky. Or is it a peon? Or maybe even a peasant? It's just a pawn. Just a guy, small little pawn. He wants to someday be a queen. Maybe someday he'll miggity march on diggity down to the other side of the chessboard and get a riggedy rick on back. They would give you another queen, but they ran out of queens because the guys next door have traded all their pawns for a queen. So there's no more queens in the whole tournament. So you can only get riggedy rooks back, or you didn't lose a rook, so I guess you can get a horse back. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, chickadee chess, biggity blitz style, being brought to you, of course, as it always should be and always will be, by Ernie Biggity Baltazar, biggity man from Manila, the super diggity duper Filipino chess arena. Cheeky Filipino chess arena. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in. I want to thank Roderick Dula Samar for having 1 minute clickety 7 seconds on the clickety clack clock. Zambala is looking so dang good coming after that game with Baby Dragon. This time he's on friggin' fire, just cleaning on up Mr. Zambales. Gearing on up for a win here, I think. Maybe actually Roderick Dula Samar with only 1 minute on the clock. He's got such impeccable defenses, however. I don't see how. Here's the offense. Here's the counter-strike. Roderick Dula Samara making something happen within the last miggity minute of this chicky chess game. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we'll have to see how this diggity develops here as all biggity bets are clean on off. Here's a nice check, but there's the counter strike from the biggity bishop, and the queen's gonna move on in. Black looking very exposed now, and here that queen's way out of position, way over there. Wowzers, holy cowzers, that's the GG. As happy as can be is he with that super sweet GG. Did he actually do it? Did he win chicky chess? No, OMG, I think so, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, 34 seconds. And no, he's actually gonna, this is weird. What's he gonna do, ladies and jiggly gentlemen? Roderick Dula Samar with 34 seconds on the clock. He's got way less time, but his position has been so insane this game, and the whole game, he's got just insane biggity position. Will he move the queen down and put White in check? Who knows? It could be one miggity move that's really diggly cool that he could possibly do, but is that GG? I don't know. Maybe he's got 1 minute 17 seconds on the clickety clack clock. He can possibly spend all dang game taking a nap and then come back with another reassessed game plan, and maybe Biggity Black can make that comeback. But no, it's probably not going to be. And even the advertisement of the game lasting so dang long. And now we let's thank you Tremfar or whatever Tremfia. Oh shoot, who wiki won? Who wiki won? It was, of course, White who won. White just took his opponent to the cleaners and won. Wowzers, White just won. They won. They big win. Big win. Ernie biggity Baltazar! Biggity man from Manila!